This is morning movement and meditation practice. So we have a few different segments of our pretty quick 30-minute practice. Morning movement with an intention that we set, some sun salutations or different kinds of poses because we're warm, and then meditation. And so today I'm reading yet again from A Year of Living Your Yoga from Judith Hanson Lassiter, just daily little tidbits and snippets for intention setting and just to create some sort of theme or something to think about for our practice or our day. Today, on this lovely Tuesday, the worst thing is to attempt to live someone else's life. Sometimes someone else's life looks better than yours. Today, we're going to find 3 things that you love about your life and celebrate them. So today is a celebration of me, of you, of ourselves. So finding 3 things we love about ourselves. One thing I love about everybody so far is that you woke up for this lesson and you're here. So thank you. So we're going to start standing as we do for our morning movement portion. And whether you have a mat or not, that's really up to you. You just stand. You don't need any equipment for today except yourself, even your pajamas. And you can always keep your video off. That's all right. Toes turn out slightly, bent knees, get them soft. We're standing upright, but not in a way that we have to balance, in a way that's like very stable. So this wide stance, toes turned out, rock back and forth, feel the toes on the ground, the heels, bend those knees. Hands next to your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Pull the hands up. Float the hands up to the shoulders. The exhale, you flip the hands and press them down. And that's what we do. Inhale, draw those hands to shoulders. Exhale, hands down. We'll do one more straight up and down. Now add circles to this, or a circular motion. Take that breath in, inhale, hands to shoulders. Press forward and down. So a bigger motion, inhale, lift up. It's called wheel breath. Exhale, press forward and down. One more time, lift to shoulders. Exhale, let's extend the hands and leave them there. Leave them out. Let the fingers and wrists grow loose. Stretch it high. Inhale, brushing the top of the room towards the top. Exhale, bend the knees, brushing forward. You don't have to bend too deep. Keep the chest lifted. This is the movement called brush hands. Inhale, lift up. It's one of my favorites. It gets into the whole body, so we're not quite to our head to toe movement. I just wanted to add this with our breath. One more down and up. Bend those knees. Keep the chest lifted. Rise up. Now take the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers or grab the wrists or the elbows or the hips. Press the palms down if they're together. Look up. And then look down. Rock your head side to side. With your hands behind your back like this, you feel a little more stretch, a little more release with each head roll. And then release the hands, the head, everything standing tall. Let's bend those knees again. We always reset there. Make fists with the hands. Do one arm at a time. Just feel like it today. So pick an arm, make a fist with your arm, bring it in and around. Shoulders. We don't often move our arms in this way, so we're working the rotator cuff and getting our joints loose so that we don't feel that stiffness anymore. That's the goal. And switch sides, switch arms. So trying to keep that arm flat to our body, and then switch arms other direction. And switch arms other direction. Up and around. And let's bring in both arms for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when I'm doing this on my own, a lot of times I'll just count and say, I'll do 10 of these or 5 of these. And it usually works well. So we bring it down a little bit more. Bend those knees again. Twist. Getting into this torso. Hands on the hips and then just up. Let's rotate forward and forward and back. Take it slow. I say that as a reminder to myself because I love myself enough to know, hey, you don't want to push it. It's better to do a little bit every day than it is to go super deep, once or twice a week. So that's how these morning movement and meditation practices have kept me going, even though it doesn't feel like a whole lot. A little bit every day. After a month, I've done 25 of these. Or more if I do them on weekends, but I don't. All right, let's take those hands and reach farther. Pull the elbows back. Get a little deeper twist through the upper body. Feel it in the shoulders as their shoulders squeeze together in the back. You can punch like a Power Ranger or reach because you're reaching for all that love, self-love. Okay, bring it down and release it. Side bends, my favorite. Let's reach up. Let's do it differently today. Just simply bring one hand down, other hand comes across. Hold it here. Take a breath in, we release a little bit and then get deeper. Do that once more. Deep breath in. Exhale deeper. Inhale up, both hands. Exhale, side bend, other side. Inhale, release a little. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, get deeper. Rise up, inhale. And hands come down and jump the feet together. Step them together. Whatever your path is. Step one foot back. Bring the knee up. One knee, doing high knees or high kicks. And then we will move on to our sun salutation. We've got to get into the legs. This is the point where most people start to really wake up. It's that bigger movement, metabolic muscles. For me, it's the arm rotations. And switch legs. Knee and then leg, maybe the straight leg, maybe you stay with the knee. And let's bring it down. Back to the top of the mat if you're not there already. And we'll move on to our sun salutations. Today I decided I'm going to just keep it very simple. 3 sun salutation A's, 2 sun salutation B's, and call it good. So let's try that today. Other days I add poses, but today let's just do sun salutations. Palms forward, shoulders back. Reach the hands up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This first one goes slowly, so open those arms, diving down, take your time. Good, fingertips touch the floor. Bend those knees at first. I know it's a little tight still. Lift up halfway, inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale, plant those hands and step the feet back to your plank pose. So shifting forward, so we get into that long, straight body line. And then shift forward on the toes, an option to take the knees. Exhale, hug the elbows to the rib cage as you bend them. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shoulders roll back, arms straight, wrists under the shoulders. Look down and lift the hips, downward facing dog. And we'll just take a couple breaths in this down dog. This first one, a great place to pedal the feet, take a little movement and check in. Okay, now bend those knees, look forward, look to where you want to land the feet. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift. You can keep those feet hip distance apart for good balance. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up tall, inhale, reach up. In between, we'll give ourselves a little back bend, elbows bend, squeeze the shoulders together, pull them back and down. Inhale, reach up, straight up. Hands connect, look up. Exhale, swan dive. Lengthen through the back, inhale. Now your fingertips can be on the floor or your shins. Exhale, step or hop. I stay with stepping. Back to plank pose. Take a deep breath in, shift forward. Exhale about halfway down, or you can lower all the way to your belly. If you know that variation is a good one. Up dog or cobra pose. That would be a little lower. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll stay with a couple breaths in each down dog. Still like to find some stillness here. Good, then bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift or flat back, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Release that neck. Inhale, look forward and rise up. Open those arms, reach up. Back bend as you pull those elbows back. Chest opens, expands, hips forward. Inhale, reach up, straight up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, step back once again. Last sun salutation A. Shift forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart, up dog. Lots of strength being built there. Down and facing dog. Exhale. So I'm pretty used to staying in down dog for 5 breaths, but for this practice, we don't need quite that many. All right, so let's walk the feet forward. Find the end of the exhale as you get to the top. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Then rising up, bend those knees deeper. Let's go to chair pose. Sit back, reach up. And then take your hands to your heart. Check in with chair pose. So sun salutation B begins and ends in chair pose, usually. Of course, you can always, play with things and change things up. But today we'll do the regular version. We're going to add some lunges. So you take that inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Lengthen that back, inhale. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Flip over the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, here's where we step forward. Let's do this step forward pretty slowly. It's going to build more strength and actually create a better way to step forward. So take those feet together all the way. Big toes touch. Create a triangle. Or, yes, hand and feet. Lift the right leg up behind you without opening the hip. Bend the knee, heel to your sit bone. Knee points down. Lift the left heel off the ground. Good, good. Now draw that right knee in towards your belly, your chest, without moving anything. And then once it's as far as it can go, shift forward, puffing out the upper back, lifting the chest and belly so your shoulders are over the wrists. How does that feel? Wonderful? Awesome. Flex the right foot, look forward, and step towards your gaze. Now, it might not have got all the way up there, so you can always help your foot up with your hand. Spin the back heel down to the floor, and we rise up for warrior one. Soft shoulders, reach up straight above the head, bend a little deeper. Okay, one more inhale. Exhale, hands back down to the floor. That's it. Pick up the back heel. Now do this in reverse. Bend the right knee to nose, and then step back to plank pose. Good? Awesome. Inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga from the knees or not. Up dog. Downward facing dog. We're getting into that strength, that core strength that heats right now. So again, feet a little closer together. Lift the left leg this time. Bend your knee. Got it. Heel towards your sit bones, knee points down. Right heel lifts off the ground, so you create a lot of space. Draw the left knee forward towards your belly and chest until you can't move it forward anymore. And then shift forward, tuck the chin. Shoulders go over the wrists or even beyond. Knee to nose. Flex the left foot, look forward. Step between the hands. It's a lot of cues for one step forward. Back heel spins down. Warrior one. Reach up. The next time our step through will be quite quick. Okay, deep breath. The exhale brings you back down. Pick up your back heel. Step the left foot back. Plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Now I do want to do that one more time, but it will be a little quicker. Walk your feet forward, top of the mat, or hop. Half lift, forward fold. Sit back in chair pose, bend the knees, reach up. We'll do it one more time. Exhale, forward fold, right back down. Half lift, plank pose, exhale. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg behind you. Bend the knee, all those steps at once. Exhale, step forward between the hands. Back heel spins to the floor. One breath to rise for warrior one. Exhale to the ground, hands down, step back, plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog. I suppose I could speak in Sanskrit if I wanted to. Downward facing dog. Lift the left leg this time. Bend the knee, exhale, step forward. Back heel down, rise up for warrior one. And down again, exhale. Step back, last, what we call vinyasa, shift forward, chaturanga, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and downward facing dog. Let's end in chair pose because we've got to finish that sun salutation. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Half lift, forward fold, chair pose, sit back, reach up. And how about we sink it down from here, hands to your heart. Can you get a little lower? A little lower, use your hands as needed, a little lower. Open the knees, reach, sit back. You got me out of breath now. That's all right. So we're sitting for a meditation. We went a little over in that stretch. I tend to do that. I try not to cut the meditation too short, but you know, even 5 minutes can be very helpful. So we are going to sit, simply sit. And back to our theme or back to our intention for the day is to remind ourselves the things we love about our lives and celebrate them. And meditation can also be a celebration, even though it's not the traditional sense. It's a celebration that we do love ourselves, to know that quieting the mind, settling in, and doing something that is seemingly simple but also very challenging can have great benefits. So the worst thing to do is to live someone else's life. Sometimes someone else's life looks better. than yours. So find some things, at least 3, that you love about your own life. So as we sit, we notice the breath in and out through the nose. Just calm, steady, quiet. Always coming back to the breath as a guide for your practice during your yoga, but also during your life in the rest of the hours of the day. And then spend a few of these minutes contemplating the things that you love about yourself, much like a gratitude meditation, except more so centered around you. The things you are happy about, grateful for, and that you love about yourself. So make this a fun one. We'll be here for a few more minutes and I'll give you some time to sit and contemplate. Let's start to bring our awareness back to this moment. Give your fingers a little wiggle and take a deeper breath in. You can slowly blink those eyes open, look around, notice what you see, your environment, your space. Don't forget, today is Love Yourself Day. So let's try to do that as we move forward and take our hands and reach up together for another couple breaths. Inhale as you reach up. Connect those hands. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. One more inhale, exhale. Press the thumbs to the heart. Let it go. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining in this morning practice. I hope to see you again tomorrow or very soon. Namaste.